All right, it's your boy NK24 here on day 6 on the Wealth Creation Challenge. Okay, so we are still on a phase number 1, which is on the stacking cash phase, and this phase has 6 steps. So we're still on the first step, which is create income, and we were spending about 5 days on this topic on itself. So today we're going to talk about how do you get a promotion or how do you get a better job. Now this video is more addressed to people who are sort of been in the same position for a very long time in their jobs, and people who are sort of are looking for to get the promotion, to get a little bit of challenge, excitement, or even change environment. All right. And I know a lot of my colleagues are stuck in this place, yeah, and we have conversations about it. And I find that there's a common sort of misconception about getting another job, a better job, or a promotion that they have. They think it's something that just happens just like that. They don't understand that there's a process behind it. There's things that you have to do in order for it to actually get a better position. All right. It's not just you apply or you apply, you apply, yes, that's good. But then if you don't follow certain steps, then you're just going to be banging your head against the wall and not being aware of what happens. All right. So I've done something like this before as well, where I sort of applied for another job. It was just to experiment, to apply for another job of which it was better, and I got it. All right. Went through the processes. I didn't get it first time around. I got rejected a couple of rounds, a couple of days, but eventually I got one, and I got through the process. I did all the assessments, and I got offered. But because I wasn't really interested in that job, I rejected it. Didn't take it at all. All right. So I'm gonna take you the step-by-step formula, well, step by step, in order for you to do that. Okay. The first step is the one that most people ignore. Yesterday, I spoke about the first step people ignore, deciding and committing. With this one here, because you already have a job, all right, because you already are sort of getting income, you want something better, you need to create a target. All right, you need to create a target. Do you want a promotion? Do you want another job? All right. Okay, that is always really good so that you are not dispersed, that you are create a target and you focus on that target. All your energies are related to that target. So for me, I didn't want a promotion because I know in my job that I'm still new. It would take me probably another year or another probably 3 years before I can actually get a promotion. And I'll explain how I knew that. So I knew that if I wanted something better in terms of income, I had to apply to another job. All right. So I made the target that I want to apply for another job, not a promotion. So my energies were directed to that, to getting a new job. So you need to decide what your target is. Is it getting promoted or getting a new job? All right. Create the target. Once you have the target, take stock of yourself. Because you are going for a higher level, chances are there are many gaps. So yesterday I spoke about when you take stock of yourself, you look at your education, you look at your experience, you look at your skills, you look at your interests. All right. Okay. So once you take stock of yourself, you need an honest view of who you are and where you are and what qualifications you have and what experience do you have. All right. That'll show you how far you are from the job description that you want, that promotion or the other job that you want. All right. Once you finish that step, then you go into the next phase, which is research. All right. Many people, what they do is that they just want a promotion to this without even knowing what that position is for. So you need to know so that your energies are directed towards that. All right. So right now, I'm concerned in where I am right now. I have researched how to increase my income at work. And how you do that is you volunteer, you put up your hand, and you contribute so much in the business. I won't get a promotion for doing this, but it increases my chances of getting the little awards which are there. I've done my research, I've spoken to supervisors. They've given me a clear map of what I need to do in order to do that. Many people don't do that. Many people just apply. I'm going to apply to be a teacher. I'm going to apply to be that. I'm going to, without doing the research as to what does that job entail, what is it that it doesn't need. All right, because once you've done the research, you will see what the gap is between where you are now and where you need to be in order to get the job. All right, there is no such thing as you're going for something bigger, so therefore you need to grow. But if you don't know which direction to grow, it's useless, right? So you need to do your research. Do your research. Once you have your research, okay, then you know how big a gap is, and that'll help you to go to the next step, which is create a daily action plan. Now, most people don't even know what that is. Most people never even do that, all right? They just, wing it. Well, I'm not, beating on you because I've also done that. I winged it. Tried to wing things, and all it does, it just makes me frustrated, makes me have a bad attitude, and it's just because it just doesn't work. It's like banging against your head. It's like banging against your head against the wall. It will not work. All right. So, what is this daily creation? Well, this daily action plan look like? All right, it has to address upskilling yourself. All right. Okay, so for example, I want to create an e-commerce business, but I've never done that. So there's a sort of skill gap. I don't know how to create one. So I am upskilling myself every single day. I've got little bits of things that I'm doing. Okay, I think here's a more practical example. I want to invest in real estate at some point in the future. All right, but there's a skill of knowledge. I don't have the knowledge. So each day I spend about 15 minutes learning about, there's a specific book that I'm learning about real estate. Okay, that's an daily action plan. I do that every day, small chunks at a time. All right. And then applying. All right. You need to have a plan. When I got this job, I didn't just go to 100 companies in one go. I spaced it out. I was like, okay, I'm going to apply to 5 companies a day. Right. That was more sustainable because I was able to do it for a very long period of time, and I'm able to accommodate when I get responses, when I get interviews, when I get all of this, and it's nicely spaced out. All right. Especially also when you get rejections. That you don't get 100 rejections in one go, but it's much better to get them little by little. It helps you improve on it. So you need to have a plan of applying as well. That's what I did. I had a long list of companies and I spaced it out. 2 companies a day, 2 companies a day, 2 companies a day. And that's what I did. All right. And then the last part here, this is where a lot of people don't even want to understand. They know it, but they don't want to, I also sometimes don't want to accept it. That understand it's a numbers game, guys. It's a numbers game. And if you know the numbers, you probably have to apply to about 100 companies to even get an interview. 10 interviews. Out of 10 interviews, you're more likely to get, the job. But people aren't willing to do the 100 applications in order to get the 10 interviews. They want the job, but they don't understand that how much energy needs to be put there, how much the frequency needs to be put there. All right. Okay. So understand it's a numbers game. And that's what it is. The more you apply, the more your chances actually increase. Especially if you put this together and then you arm it with this. It's going to be incredible. After you have that plan and you're doing that, now in your current job, you work your ass off. People, there's a culture now which is dominating in society, which is the complaining culture that, oh, my job is like this, oh, we don't make enough money, oh, all of this, and people don't want to work hard anymore. I used to be there as well. I thought I could get by with the least amount of effort, but what I found is that compounds, and then when the pressure goes up, you cannot keep up and actually act. But what is actually much more amazing is that I'm seeing now that my hard work is compounding quicker. And what happens is that I'm able to get even ahead more than other people, much quicker. and I'm able to generate more ideas and solutions, contribute more. And then what happens is that all of these opportunities start opening up. So it's really important to work hard, because working hard really compounds over time. There's no substitute for hard work. And this thing of work-life balance, I don't know about you, but I don't buy into it. If you are still not where you want to be, you need to be working your tail off, like crazy, working your tail off to even get to where you want to be. Where I'm at right now, I don't like the position I'm in right now, but I accept it. But I'm working my ass off. I'm working 12-hour days, 7 days a week. Sometimes maybe like 2 days out of the week, I probably would work at maybe 8 or 6. Today I was very lazy. I didn't even work that much, but I did some work. But it's still, the thing is that tomorrow I'm gonna be freaking lighting it up proper. So there's no substitute for hard work, and you cannot substitute that. Once you learn how to work hard, then along the way you'll learn to mix it with working smart. You can't just skip and go to working smart. You have to work hard. Okay, so that's day 6, guys. Tomorrow we are gonna go into step 2, which is investing in yourself, and we're gonna spend another 5 days going deep into how do you invest yourself and what are the different things out there. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining today. This is your boy NK24, who is wanting to achieve wealth for himself, for his family, and eventually for the group of people that he works with, and eventually for as many people as possible. That is the ultimate goal. But first, I have to achieve it myself, and the plan, how I'm going to do it, I'm laying it out for the next 90 days. Thank you.